Okay, so we're going to do a deep dive today on Chuck Woolery. And very sad.
Yeah.
Who just recently passed away at 83
Yeah.
from respiratory complications.
Yeah.
But
Big loss.
big loss. And I most people, of course,
Oh, yeah.
associate him with Wheel of Fortune.
All right.
But we've got some articles here about his career. And
Absolutely.
he did a lot more than just Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
So this should be fun. Let's just kind of dig into this. And
I think you'll find it pretty interesting.
yeah, so,
Ugh.
well, everybody knows, of course, the iconic Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
But he left in 1981.
That's right.
And the sources say that it was all over a salary dispute.
Yeah.
Wanted a raise from $45,000 to $75,000 a season.
Wow.
And producers just wouldn't budge.
Right. And that was before
And think about this.
it became what it is today.
This is before Wheel of Fortune became the mega hit that it is.
You know?
I mean, who knows?
Imagine if he'd stayed.
Could have been bigger than Pet Sajak.
Right. Would we even have Pat Sajak? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating what if.
But now let's rewind even further than that.
Okay.
Okay, so before Wheel of Fortune,
Right.
you know what this guy was doing?
What's that?
He was in a psychedelic pop duo
Oh, wow.
called the Avant-Garde back in the 60s.
No kidding.
Yeah, and they had a top 40 hit
Really?
called Naturally Stoned.
Wow.
How about that?
That's amazing.
Game show host by day,
Yeah.
psychedelic rocker by night.
Yeah. They weren't just some like bubblegum pop group either.
What?
Like, they had like a psychedelic edge to them.
Right?
They were really reflecting like the counterculture of the time.
Yeah.
It really makes you think like, did any of that rebellious spirit carry over into his hosting style later?
Yeah. Good question.
Yeah.
He walks away from Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
What happens?
Yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't just disappear.
he doesn't fade into obscurity.
Right.
This is where he really
This
becomes
is where it's at.
a game show legend.
Exactly.
He does love connection.
Love connection.
Not Scrabble.
Scrabble.
Could we say-
Lingo.
Lingo.
I mean, the guy
was a machine.
a game show machine. What was it about him
What was it?
that made him so good at that?
Well, I think he had this everyman quality.
Yeah.
Like this approachable charm.
Yeah.
That really put the contestants at ease.
Right.
He wasn't flashy or anything.
It's just Chuck.
Yeah, he was just Chuck.
Yeah.
And people connected with that.
Right.
He was also for the format.
Yeah.
Like he kept things moving, but he
Right.
also allowed, the personalities to shine through.
Yeah, he really had a knack for that.
He did.
But it wasn't all, glitz and glamour
He wasn't.
in his personal life.
Right.
I mean, 4 marriages.
4 marriages, yeah.
Tragic loss of his son, Chad.
Yeah.
Motorcycle accident.
Yeah. Tough times for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and, the sources point out that
Yeah.
his faith played a big role,
In helping him get through all that.
especially during those periods.
Yeah, it's just a reminder that,
Yeah.
Even these people in the public eye
Right.
have their own struggles. And,
Oh, yeah? They're human.
they're human just like us.
Absolutely.
But, at the end of the day,
At the end of the day, yeah.
he left a pretty incredible legacy.
He did.
I mean, professionally and financially, too.
Yeah.
I mean, $10 million estimated net worth at the time of his death.
Yeah. Which, really says something about the enduring popularity
Yeah.
of game shows. I mean, he wasn't just a host.
Right.
He was part of a cultural phenomenon.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Wheel of Fortune is still going.
It's still going.
After all these years.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
When you look at his whole journey,
Yeah.
from psychedelic rocker to
Oh,
game show icon,
what a story.
what do you think the takeaway is?
I think the big takeaway is that Chuck Woolery
Yeah.
was more than just the Wheel of Fortune guy. He was a multifaceted talent
Yeah.
who wasn't afraid to take risks and reinvent himself.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, how different would things have been if he'd stayed on Wheel?
Yeah.
Would he have achieved the same level of success?
Right.
Would the show itself
Right.
have become what it is today?
Good questions.
It makes you think.
Yeah, it really does make you think about the impact
Yeah.
of individual choices.
Yeah.
Not just, on our own lives,
Yeah.
but on the whole.
But on the broader cultural landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has been great.
It's been a pleasure.
Really interesting look at the life of Chuck Woolery.
Absolutely.
And I think, we did a pretty good job
I think so.
covering all the bases.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up there.
Sounds good.
See you next time.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.